We're gonna start in child's pose. Those hands come forward, those hips sink back. We bring the third eye to the ground, that forehead to the ground. We just start to breathe here. Without changing our breath yet, we just breathe. We notice if our body feels a little bit tight. We breathe into those uncomfortable spots. We start to deepen that inhale to the count of 4, and we'll pause at the top. So on the inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. And an inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, pause at the top. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, pause at the bottom. Keep this big breath going for just 2 or 3 more full breaths, both inhales and exhales. Letting those hips really sink back, really reaching those fingers forward, letting those shoulders relax down our back. Last big breath here. Big inhale. And exhale out through your mouth this time. On the inhale, we're going to plant our hands underneath our shoulders. Those knees come underneath our hips. We're just going to flow through a couple cat-cows. So on an inhale, that belly drops and we look all the way up to the ceiling. And on the exhale, we round through that back as we look towards our belly button. Inhale, that belly drops and that head goes all the way up to the ceiling. On an exhale, we round that spine and we look towards our belly button. Inhale, look all the way up to the ceiling, but keeping our eyes closed. And exhale, really rounding that back. Looking towards the belly button. 2 more here. Inhale, looking up. Exhale. Cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Come through tabletop pose, so that's just a neutral back. We're going to ground through all 10 fingertips. And on an inhale, we curl those toes under and we lift up for down dog. Pedal out our feet here, those heels reaching towards the ground. It's okay if it doesn't reach the ground. So we go ahead and just bend that right knee a little bit as we straighten the left. And then we straighten the right knee and bend the left knee. That's what pedaling out our knees means. Opening up those hips just a tiny bit, rotating them. Maybe the stance needs to be a little bit wider so you feel a little bit more. Whatever feels good to you here is where your feet should be. I'm going to bring my feet just a little bit closer. On an inhale, I'm going to look out in front of me. And on an exhale, float those feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back as we look out. And then exhale as we fold on in. On your next inhale, 1 vertebrae at a time, we're going to reach those arms all the way up to the ceiling. We bring those hands to heart center. On our next inhale, we reach all the way up to the ceiling. And on our exhale, we go ahead and side bend to the right. Inhale, back up through center, and we side bend to the left. Inhale, back up through center, reaching all the way up, and then exhale as we fold on forward. Inhale, flat back, look out, and exhale, plant those hands down, step on back. This is our first chaturanga of the day. Those shoulders come over our wrists. We ground through all 10 fingertips. We're on the balls of our feet. And we slowly lower our elbows, shave our ribs. As our flat back is flat, we come through to up dog or to cobra. Really shining that chest forward, engaging our belly this whole time. And then we come over those toes for down dog. doing this down dog here. Again, maybe pedaling out our feet just like we did before. On an inhale, we look out in front of us, and on an exhale, we float those feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back, look out, and exhale, fold on in. We're flowing through the same thing again, and an inhale, one vertebrae at a time. We stand all the way up as we circle those arms up. We bring our hands through heart center just to get centered here. Maybe one full inhale and exhale. On our next inhale, those hands reach up and we go ahead and bend to the right. Come back through center and we bend to the left. Back up through center, reaching all the way up, and exhale as we fold on over. Inhale, flat back as we look out, and exhale, we plant those hands down, step on back. This is where we do our chaturanga. If you need to bring your knees down, please do. Remember, those shoulders are over our wrists, and we slow lower as our elbows shave our ribs. We come through cobra pose or up dog, and we come over our toes for down dog. Tailbone to the sky. Take some big, deep, beautiful breaths here, just like you did in the beginning. Big inhales and exhales. One more. We're gonna flow through that sun A one more time. On an inhale, we look out in front of us. And exhale as we bring our feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back, look out. Exhale, fold on in. Inhale, one vertebrae at a time. We stand all the way up as we circle our arms up overhead. We side bend to the right. We come back through center, reaching all the way up towards the ceiling, and we side bend to the left. Inhale, back up through center, maybe a back bend this time. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, look out. Exhale, plant your hands down, step on back. This is our chaturanga. Remember, our shoulders are over our wrists. Our elbows shave our ribs as we come through cobra pose or up dog. Come through to down dog. We'll come down to child's pose here for 3 breaths. One more big breath here. We're still in that child's pose. Our eyes are closed. Our hands are forward. We come back to our breath if we've lost it. And an inhale, we ground through those hands and we come on up to our down dog. Our right leg lifts all the way up to the sky. So we're grounded through our hands. We can feel all 10 fingertips still. The right toes are pointed up to the ceiling. We bring our knee to our nose. Then we step it up. Our left knee comes down. And those hands come up by our ears for grounded crescent. We're on our toes of our left foot. Our left knee is down. Our right knee is in 90 degrees. We engage our belly as we look all the way up to the ceiling. We slightly bend forward. One more breath in this grounded crescent. We go ahead and straighten that right leg. So now we're on our right heel. We come over that right leg, our knee to our nose. We're still on the toes of our left foot. This is our half splits here. Your half splits might look like this. Maybe it can get even lower, and if you could do a full split, you could go there. But 2 more full breaths here. Not forgetting to breathe. We never hold our breath here. One more big breath. Don't forget to breathe. On an inhale, we plant our left hand down. We come onto that knee, a good 90 degrees in that right leg. Those toes on our left foot are still under as we lift off that left knee and our right hand goes up to the ceiling. Our gaze follows our right hand for dragonfly twist. 3 breaths here. Maybe you move that right wrist around. Give it a little bit of love. Breathe into this. Again, not holding our breath, but we're twisting through. We're opening up that chest to the right side. On an exhale, the right hand comes down, so we're surrounding that right foot now. We come up off of those left toes, and that left foot comes closer to our right foot. On an inhale, we look out in front of us, and on an exhale, our nose comes to our knee, pyramid pose. Breathing, extending. If your stance needs to be bigger than mine, that is okay. One more breath here. We plant our hands down. We step that right foot back, then the left foot, chaturanga to up dog. And then down dog. Breathing here, we always come back to this down dog. It's our reset, reconnect. We close our eyes and we breathe. Maybe we have to pedal out our feet a little bit. That's okay. Whatever you need to do to come back to this space, close your eyes. Now our left leg is going to lift up to the sky. We're pointing that toe to the ceiling. Our knee comes to our nose as we step it all the way up. Our right foot, our right knee grounds. Our left leg comes to 90 degrees. Our hands come up by our ears. So left leg 90 degrees, right knee is on the ground, right toes are tucked under. Our hands are by our ears, grounded crescent, breathing, engaging our belly. This is where we straighten that left leg out. We come over that left leg, knee to nose. We're still on the right knee, still on the right toes. Breathing here, 3 breaths. This is half splits. One more breath. On an inhale, we plant the right hand down. We come onto that left foot. We come off of that right knee. Our left hand reaches towards the ceiling. Our gaze follows that left hand. We twist through that chest, opening it up towards that left side. We engage our glutes here. We engage our belly. Good twist here. Breathing, closing our eyes, just breathing. One more full, big, beautiful breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Our exhale, the left hand comes down around that left foot. So our foot is surrounded by our right and our left hand. We come off of those right toes and we bring our right foot closer to our left. On an inhale, we look up and extend as we come down for pyramid pose, knee to nose. One more big breath here. Letting yourself surrender in this pose. It could feel a little bit tight all through the back side of our legs, on each side. Still breathing. We plant our hands down. We step our right foot back, then our left. We come over those wrists as we go to a chaturanga, to an up dog, to a down dog. Go ahead and drop those knees, come into child's pose. Letting those hips sink back, those fingertips reaching forward. That forehead coming to the ground and just breathing. Stay in this child's pose for 3 full, deep, beautiful breaths. One more deep breath here. From this child's pose, we're going to go through that sun B just a couple more times. You're getting extension here. You're getting strength here from your body weight. You're getting flexibility. You're also getting some cardio. Some people don't believe that you can get cardio and get your heart rate up within yoga, but you can. These repetitive movements, you can either make them faster or slower to go ahead and get that heart rate up. We'll go ahead and stick with 3 breaths a piece on each pose. The right leg lifts all the way up to the ceiling, pointing that toe, engaging that glute and belly, knee to nose. As we go ahead and step that right foot forward, left knee comes down again on those left toes, good 90 degrees in that right leg. Ears or hands up by our ears, grounded crescent. 2 more breaths. On that inhale and exhale, as we come over that right leg, as we go ahead and straighten it out, we come back. So we're on those left toes still, and we're lunging over that right knee. 2 more breaths. Last breath here. On an inhale, we come off of that left knee, left hand plants, right hand goes up to the ceiling. As we look towards that right hand, we're twisting towards that right side. We engage our glutes, we engage our belly as we twist through, opening up that chest. 1 more breath here. On the exhale, that hand comes down, so we're surrounding our right foot now. We come off of those left toes as we bring that left foot forward. On an inhale, we look out, extend, and exhale as we fold on in. Last inhale. Exhale, plant those hands down, step on back and lower down, chaturanga, to up dog, to down dog. Left leg lifts all the way up to the sky. As we come on in, knee to nose, as we step it up, grounded crescent. Hands are up by our ears, good 90 degrees in that left leg. Right knee is planted, right toes are tucked under. We engage our belly as we just go ahead and lean maybe just a little bit forward and we extend up. 2 breaths here. Last one. And then exhale, straighten that left leg out as we come over that left knee to nose. Last breath here. We plant the right hand down. We come off of that right knee. That left knee is still 90 degrees as that left hand comes all the way up to the ceiling. We close our eyes here. We're twisting through that left side of the body. That right knee is straightened out. We engage through your glutes, through that belly, shining that chest through. Last breath here. On the exhale, that left hand comes down. We're surrounding that left foot. We're off of those right toes. On an inhale, we look out and extend. And exhale as we come on down, knee to nose. Letting our body surrender in this pyramid pose. Last breath. Plant those hands down, step on back. As you go ahead and come on down, chaturanga to up dog or cobra. And come on through to down dog. We're gonna go through this one more time. We'll speed it up just a tiny bit. Pedal out those feet, 2 breaths here, resetting, reconnecting. Maybe you let those breaths out of your mouth. On an inhale, that right leg goes up to the sky, knee to nose. Your body should know this now. Right leg plants, or left knee plants. Arms come up to the sky, grounded crescent. We'll flow through to half splits. Then we come through dragonfly twist. Let your body flow. It's muscle memory now. Right hand plants, pyramid pose. On an inhale, we look out and extend. Exhale, come on down. Plant your hands down, chaturanga. To up dog. To down dog. To rest. In your down dog. It's good to just mix up the speeds just a little bit. Within your flows, left leg lifts up to the sky. Step it on through. Good 90 degrees in that left leg. Grounded crescent. Go ahead, come on over. Half splits. You know where to go. Dragonfly twist. Open up to that side. We plant both hands down. Bring that right foot forward. Pyramid pose. Go ahead and plant your hands down. Step up back. Chaturanga to up dog. To down dog. Child's pose. Bring those knees to the ground. Those hips go back towards your heels. Those hands reach forward. Close your eyes. Bring that forehead to the ground. Last breath here in this child's pose. Come up off of this child's pose. Come through to your seated. Those legs are gonna go wide. Maybe you take the skin, the flesh off of those seat bones. The hands are gonna reach all the way up to the sky, and we're gonna come all the way forward for a seated forward fold. Those toes are pointed up. Those heels are on the ground. Sometimes these holding poses are the hardest poses. You notice muscles that maybe hurt just a little bit more. If you can, maybe bring that forehead to the ground, or maybe this is as far as you can go. That's okay. Wherever you are, just make sure you're feeling it just a little bit. You want to feel it, not so it hurts, but just taking yourself to your edge, just pushing yourself just a little bit. Keeping these eyes closed as we hold these poses. Forward fold here, still breathing. We're not holding our breath. Just take a quick scan of your body, starting all the way from your head, coming all the way down. So as we start from the top of our head, we check in. We see if the space in between our eyebrows, are we holding tension there? Soften that. Then we work our way down to our cheeks and our jaw. Are we clenching our jaw? We relax that tongue off the roof of our mouth. We just slowly breathe. We relax those shoulders. We check our belly. Are we relaxed there? Are we tightening those muscles in our glutes? How about our legs? Are we go ahead and let those go? We deepen these breaths again. Slowing that breath down as we kind of built it up through our sun B, that second flow. Breathing here. Maybe you can reach those fingers forward just a little bit more now as you just breathed into this stretch in this pose. On your next inhale, slowly walk those hands back up. Circle those arms up overhead. And on an exhale, we're gonna come down to the right side. Breathing here, if you can, look towards the ceiling, underneath that left armpit. One more breath here. On your next inhale, we raise all those arms all the way up to the ceiling, reaching, and then exhale, side bend to the left. On Again, looking up towards the ceiling if possible. On your inhale, go ahead and raise all the way up again. Reaching up. We're going to bring those legs together so you're on your mat again. Go ahead and go all the way down so you're on your back. Those feet are going to come in. Your fingers are going to grab your big toes. Happy baby, you let those knees splay out. Those feet go wide and you slowly just rock back and forth. Really pushing that lower back into the ground, giving that spine a little bit of a massage, letting those knees just go. Relax those shoulders also. Rocking side to side. On your next inhale, raise those feet all the way up to the ceiling, pressing those heels to the ceiling. Candlestick pose. One big inhale and exhale. Bring those knees into your chest. Give yourself a great big hug. Maybe rocking side to side again. The left leg is going to go out. The right leg is going to stay into your chest. And you're going to let that go over to the left side for a spinal twist. Your left hand can assist your right knee if you like as you look towards the right side. So you're getting a twist here through your spine. On an inhale, we come back through center, bringing those knees into the chest again, giving ourselves a big hug. As we extend that right leg out now this time, our left knee comes over, our right hand can come to that left knee. As we look towards the left side this time, good spinal twist here. One last big hug, bringing those knees through center. Go ahead and extend those legs out. So a foot is on each corner of the mat. Those hands come by our hips, palms facing up is a sign that we are receiving this practice. We close our eyes. We take one big, beautiful last inhale in through the nose. And exhale out your mouth. Letting everything go. Don't clench anything. Just like you did earlier. Maybe you do a little quick body scan. Just letting everything go. We can let go of that big, beautiful breath and just come back to your regular breath here. Letting your body melt into the mat. Letting everything go. And just breathing. Your eyes should still be closed. You're still in the Shavasana pose. This pose, a lot of times people either forget about, don't like to do, or rush through it, but yet this is probably the most important pose of your entire practice. Surrendering to yourself, your body, your mind, quieting everything down and just listening to your body. Not thinking about anything, not concentrating on anything, just being here and now. A couple more breaths. On your inhale, bring those knees into your chest. Give yourself one last big hug for doing this practice. Maybe you bring that head into your knees. Start to move side to side, and then we'll come over to this left side. Fetal pose is a sign of a new beginning, a fresh start. One breath here. Our right hand can assist us up. Our eyes are staying closed. Lotus pose. or just a seated meditation. Our hands come to heart center. We slightly